As soon as we get speeds of about 10 miles per hour, the turbines will begin turning. Each machine is able to sense the wind conditions at its own location, and then its own computer will drive the machine into the wind so that it collects the most wind, and it'll also pitch the blades to extract the most energy from the wind. The big advantage of wind is that it has a zero fuel cost. We have to make machines, we have to place the machines, but once the machines are in place, we can create energy from a limitless supply without any negative impact to the environment.
When it comes to wind, size does matter. And the bigger the turbines, the more efficient they're going to be.
We now are seeing farms that are going in that are 50 megawatts, 100 megawatts, even 500 megawatts in size. So these are becoming quite considerable in terms of their generating capacity.
But here's the snag. The wind tends to blow the hardest where people don't live. The only way to get power from giant windmills or wind farms to where we live now is through long-distance transmission lines. And these tend to be expensive, and you lose power going from point A to point B.
Some people find wind turbines unsightly, and so there's sometimes a desire to oppose them on aesthetic grounds.
We've had huge breakthroughs in the last 20 years. One is energy storage technologies. The second thing is new technologies for DC transmission that don't lose power like the old-fashioned lines. These things are coming together to make wind a competitive, very high-tech energy source.
This is Shenandoah, Pennsylvania. It is my hometown, and it's about 5 miles from the Locust Ridge Wind Farm. Grew up here and left after high school. Went to kindergarten in that old school there. Shenandoah is like all other coal mine towns in the area. They're all nestled right around where the coal was found, and all depended on the coal. This was a booming area. We had about 100 million tons of coal came out of this area annually. My grandfather worked for a number of years in coal mines until he started to suffer from the effects of black lung till he passed away. But this is what everyone came in to get. This is why the people risked their lives and fed their families and educated their children with this coal. I think the truth, why I kept pursuing it, was I just didn't know any better. I think I knew so little that I didn't know what I didn't know.
I knew that he can pull it off, but it was kind of scary because we were putting all our assets out there.
We'd taken the money that was earmarked for the construction of our new house, mortgaged the house we were in, maxed out our credit cards, borrowed from friends, and yet this was something that I felt in my bones I needed to do. I was absolutely committed to wind energy and to keeping a cleaner environment. It was 4 years from when I first thought of it until the project was actually in operation. I'm sure if my grandfather was around today, he would love to see that his grandson helped to create an alternative source of energy in the area that wouldn't put someone into a coal mine. If anyone ever had a destiny, this was mine. I was meant to come back here, I was meant to do this, and now I say, okay, what's next?